Cast your mind back to 3 years ago. What were you doing 3 years ago? Well, at 2017 RuneFest, Jagex announced Bounty Hunter version 2, the rework, the saviour of PvP. So that year, they did nothing. Nothing happened. And then, in 2018 RuneFest, they announced Bounty Hunter V2. It's coming out. Don't worry guys. And then that year, nothing happened again. And then at 2019 RuneFest, they kind of announced it. They said they're working on it. But now, it's the Bounty Hunter version 2 beta. 3 years in the making. I'm going to be checking it out today, giving my thoughts and feedback and opinions, seeing how good it really is. Has it been worth the wait? Hope you guys enjoy this video. It is time for Bounty Hunter version 2. Well, the beta at least. 3 years in the making. I have quite a big personal interest in this because I'm on my pure Iron Man, and Bounty Hunter is the only way for me to get something back from PKing. It's what I designed this whole account around, so hopefully, I'm hoping it's going to be good. A lot of the rewards failed, so yeah, I just didn't complete my clue then, but whatever. We'll see how we go. We're logged out. World 400 is up. Let me be the first in. I'm not typing my password in. I don't want to get hacked. Oh my god, no way. It's like a private server in Edgeville. Essentially, I think this is just a tournament world, so I'm just going to set up real quick and then let's get into being a beta tester or a beta tester or however you say it. If you're American or British, it's all the same, isn't it? I'm actually going to start off as a rat. I'm going to kill my target. Here we go. Clearly Chad. Bro, you're clearly not the Chad. Look at my gear. Everyone's just in the most ridiculous gear. It's not particularly realistic for a beta. Oh, I'm just going to claw this guy out. You ready? D-claws go. And first target kill down. What do we get? So we get points. I've got 1 point and a kill streak of 1. And I've just PK'd myself 400 mil on a tournament world. Brilliant. So the main change made in the Bounty Hunter rework beta is that you now get tasks and you are rewarded for completing certain tasks. There are 7 different tasks you can complete and you're only able to do 1 every half an hour and you can skip 3 per day. Each task rewards 10 points, but I'll talk about the points a little bit later on as it all gets very confusing. So the first task is to kill 2 targets without leaving or going below level 1 wilderness, which essentially is to kill 2 targets without banking. I'm a big fan of this one. Makes you risk your loot that you got previously, plus you also are going to be down food, so that adds a bit of interest, I guess. The next one, kill your target using ranged, melee or magic on the last hit. Also a big fan of this one. Stops everyone using a G-Maul, AGS, that sort of thing. People might try and use D-Barrel, Ballista for the KO weapon. Not sure how you're going to kill your target with magic on the last hit. If you outlast them, maybe have them TB'd and barrage them there, then that could work for you. Third, we have kill your target while risking 250k GP. Can't argue that one. I'm a big fan of bringing more risk into the wilderness, which is good. That is definitely aimed at pures though, because mains tend to risk a lot more than 250k. Fourth one, I'm not as much of a fan of. Kill your target without using any prayers whatsoever. I mean, without using prayers, you're at a pretty significant disadvantage, especially because you're fighting people your own level. When I come to do BHV2, I often teleport around to my targets and try and outlast them. So I imagine as soon as my target is about to die, I'll just switch all my prayers off and then kill them because I'll be TB'd and out of food. So I'll get around that way. I don't know if edge PKers will really be able to do this one, but of course you can skip any task you want to. Fifth is kill your target without using any special attack. Also, I think that's a good one. It's a bit more of a challenge. Maybe we'll see a bit more variety. People trying to use an Elder Maul and an Obby Maul a bit more, rather than just relying on those proddy AGS G-Maul claw specs. Sixth, we have kill your target without using protect from item. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I'm going to test it later on, but I would imagine the meta for that would just be to turn off your protect item as you're going in for your spec. It is interesting though, because as somebody specs you, you can try and anti them back, and if they're using a +1, you're going to get that +1. And lastly, kill your target without using any stat boost. Well, that is pretty difficult. You can't pre-pot in the bank. That just sounds like a hassle to me. And once again, you're really holding yourself back. You can't use Bruise to combo E either because that'll heal your defense up. So that's a stat boost. I'm not sure how well that one will work. If I got that task, I would probably skip it over all the other ones, to be honest. But then they go on to say, we're unable to implement any task that requires specific equipment. And that's what I thought it was going to be originally. That's what it was always pitched as, like the RuneFest 3 years ago. That's what would make this better in my opinion if you had to use a D-Mace, a D-Long, a DDS, anything different. That really mixes up the metas compared to a lot of these tasks where you're still doing a similar thing for quite a few of them, risking a bit more money maybe. But obviously Giants aren't really willing to put the time in to get it so you can do it with a specific weapon, which I thought was the whole point of the update, but whatever. My current task is to kill somebody with Protect from Item on, which is pretty easy when you're on a tournament world and you can just get all your gear out of the chest. So I'm just going to see if this actually works as intended and properly. Hopefully we can get this guy. Alright then, spec him. Oh, that's a KO. That is a KO if I've ever seen one. Right, do we get the points that we need from this task? So I didn't have Protect from Item on, and I got awarded 11 points. 1 for the kill. I'm on a 1 kill streak, and 10 for completing the task. Nice! And now we can't do a task for another 23 minutes because you can only do one every half an hour. So what do the points actually mean? So when you complete one of the tasks, you get 10 points when you kill your target. But if you just kill your target normally, then you get 1 point. If you're on a kill streak of more than 3, then you get 2 points for killing your target normally. And if you're on a kill streak of more than 10, then you get 3 points for killing your target normally. You also receive bonus points at landmarks like 10, 50, 100, kind of like Slayer points. So the main way to actually get points is by completing the task, because you get 10 versus 3, and you have to be on a kill streak of over 10 to get 3. Not many people will be doing that. There might be a potential problem with this. If you look on my Excel sheet here, we've got points in 2 separate cases, and these are the kill streaks that they're on. So this is 1 point for their first kill, 1 point for the second kill, third kill 1 point, 4 kill you're up to 2 points. Both players are on a kill streak of 9 at this point, and then they get their 25 for their bonus task at 10 kill streak. Then I'm saying it's better to just die now, and player B will reset their streak, so they're back to 1. Player A continues on 3 all the way down to 20. However, player B gets the bonus at 10 again, meaning that over the course of 20 kills, player B actually gets more points than player A, even though they die halfway through, which doesn't really seem like is good. Okay then, let's have a look in this reward shop. Bear in mind that 1 crate costs 5 points and gives 100k. So 5 points should be 100k. And I'm pretty sure they've got a lot of the prices wrong on these, because these things, for example, Mystic Gloves cost 15 points. 5 points is 100k, 300k cash for Mystic Gloves. And all the rest of them are just way too overpriced. I mean, with the paints and stuff like that, maybe these are going to be the points, but it's going to be costing a lot of money to get a Debo paint or anything like that. So they're going to be going up tons. If they remain the same price, I really doubt they will. As for the paddlewood tabs and stuff, that's like 80k for a teleport tab. Rune Pouch is 75 points though. It says that on the blog, which I don't really agree with, because 5 points is 100k, so that means 50 points is 1 mil. So a Rune Pouch essentially costs 1.5 mil in this system. Whereas before, you could buy a tier 10 emblem for 2 mil, get 4 rune pouches out of it, so that's 500k. So it's gone from 500k to 1.5 mil, which it doesn't suit my pure Iron Man, but some people could see it as a good thing. I personally don't, seeing as rune pouches get deleted. There's no way this is right. Bounty Hunter scroll 4,000. This one's like 1,200. Yeah, and like a rune arrow is 2 points, which is 40k for a rune arrow. So yeah, this reward shop is completely scuffed at the moment. However, the other way to get rewards is to do the emblems, which are from 1 to 5. They got rid of tier 10 emblems and just made them 1 to 5. Now, how this works is you can actually buy a tier 1 for 75k. So yeah, I just bought one for 75k. And if I kill my target and they've got a tier 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, then that means that I'll be able to upgrade my tier 1 to a tier 2. So I essentially just double it. Okay, so now I'm just going to show that this is a tier 4 and my other account is risking a tier 4. As I was talking about earlier with the emblems, this should upgrade my tier to a tier 5. It took me 2 minutes to get this as a target because there's a little cooldown. And it goes up to a tier 5, which is now should be worth 1.2 mil. I don't really like this, because if you were to say be on a tier 4 and you're fighting someone risking a tier 1, if you kill them, your emblem doesn't upgrade, and yeah, you're just risking your tier 4 for nothing. So you're going to have to be banking your high tier all the time, which is kind of annoying. But I can't see too many people using this system, especially all the way through. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is the perfect way to transfer wealth onto an Iron Man 600k per kill. So Iron Man probably should not be able to do this. Okay, so it's time to test if you can do these tasks, turning them off at the last second. So my current task is to kill my target without using protect from item. And as you can see, this is for the next half an hour. So I'm going to kill them and then take off protect from item as they're dropping down. See if this works? No, it doesn't work. So actually, they've thought ahead about that. And you can't just take it off as you kill a person. With the new system, emblem boosting won't be an issue. However, people will now move on to point boosting, which will probably be around 100 points an hour, considering you get 3 per kill and 10 per task. So that's 20 per hour for the tasks. And you can probably easily get like 20 kills in an hour. Not to mention all the multiple accounts. So let's say over 100 points an hour, which is over 2 mil an hour. It's still going to be going on, let's be real. That's one of the main problems with PvP. It's always going to be abused if you want some extra rewards spawned out of nowhere. But in my opinion, that problem lies more on Jagex' side. I think PvP should be very rewarding and they should just deal with people cheating. Other than what I've mentioned so far, there are a couple of updates. There's a new interface and they've fixed some of the outdated mechanics. Overall, I would be lying if I said I'm not slightly disappointed that after 3 years, this is what's come out of the BHV2 rejuvenation. I've got 2 main issues really. I wish they could make item-specific tasks. This would really spice up, and that's what was put to us initially. Also, the rewards, I think it's probably the same, if not less rewarding than it used to be in terms of GP an hour. Nothing past the pole. Make the loot crates tons of money. I don't know. Just PvP needs to be a bit more rewarding in general, in my opinion. But this is a beta, so hopefully we can turn some things around, maybe get some rewards in. We will wait and see. Thanks for listening today. This has been a bit of a ramble video. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one, working on some really good stuff on the Pure Iron Man. In a bit, boys and girls.